Broadcasting live from somewhere in the Shadow Realm, this is YuGiOh Deck Talk. Here's your host, Doug Dimmaduel.
Hey there, and welcome to another episode of YuGiOh Deck Talk. Today, we're going to take a look at the Maximum Crisis set that just came out, and we're going to go through a few of the more major cards that seems like a lot of people are trying to get their hands on. I was doing a little bit of research here, and I'm seeing how much, if you're trying to go out and get a few singles, just if you want specific cards, how much some of these are going for. Some of them are pretty significant, and some of them are, they're not so bad, but there were just a few that I wanted to touch on here. So first, I'd like to take a look at Ash Blossom and Joyous Spring. This is one of the cards that everybody's talking about. It's a level 3 zombie tuner with a defense of 1800 and 0 attack. Its effect is during either player's turn when your opponent activates a card or effect that includes an effect that adds a card from the main deck to the hand, special summons a monster from the main deck, or sends a card from the main deck to the graveyard except during the damage step. You can discard this card, negate that effect. You can only use this effect of Ash Blossom and Joyous Spring once per turn. So this card basically stops a lot of the major moves that you're starting to see in the current meta format. You're seeing a lot of the decks that run either, they're activating a card effect that adds cards to their hand, or they're special summoning a monster from the main deck, or anything like that. Man, this card is great. It just basically stops your opponent in their tracks, whatever they're trying to do. So it's a very good hand trap to have, and you could really see, just based off of how awesome this card's effect is, why it's going for as much as it's going for on the market right now. So right now I'm seeing that the card is going for around $105 on average. So you may get it for a little bit lower, a little bit higher, but it seems to be trending upward. This is one of those just must-have cards out of this set. Another one that I want to look at here is Dragonic Diagram. Right now, this card is averaging probably around $100 or so on online right now if you're trying to get a single of it. But this is a field spell card, and its effect is all True Draco and True King monsters on the field gain 300 attack and defense. The first time each tribute summoned True Draco or True King monster would be destroyed by battle each turn, it is not destroyed. Once per turn, you can destroy one other card in your hand or you control, and if you do, add one True Draco or True King card from your deck to your hand. Now, I understand that the True King engine has been pretty popular lately. It's been added to a few decks. I know that it's getting really popular with some of those Dino Smashers decks as well, but man, some of these cards are really powerful, and this Dragonic Diagram field card is just phenomenal. So that's why you'll probably see it for around $100 or so right now. Again, it seems like this card is trending upward as well in price, so we'll see where it ends up moving forward, but that's just what I'm seeing right now. Speaking of the True Draco and True King cards, we have Masterpiece, the True Draco Slaying King. It's a level 8, 2950 attack, 2950 defense, and its effect is, for the tribute summon, but not set, of this card, you can also tribute continuous spell or trap cards. Unaffected by the effects of cards with the same card type, monster, spell, or trap, as the cards tributed for the tribute summon of this card. Once per turn, during either player's turn, if this card was tribute summoned, you can banish one continuous spell or trap card from your graveyard, then target one other card on the field and destroy it. So, this one's a pretty powerful one. I like it a lot. It's another secret rare. On average, you're seeing it go for roughly around $50 right now. It's again, this is just another one of those secret rare cards. The last two that we discussed, the Dragonic Diagram as well as the Ash Blossom and Joyous Spring, they're also secret rares. Quite a few of the cards that I'm going to be discussing today are secret rares as well. But the one card that I want to touch on that is not a secret and is just an ultra, and I'm just doing this just for the sake of it because I know Zodiac has been such a popular engine in the current current format and everything. So there's another edition through the Maximum Crisis set, and it's Zodiac Chakanine. It's a Beast Warrior XEs. Its effect is it requires 2 or more level 4 monsters for the XE summon. Once per turn, you can also XE summon Zodiac Chakanine by using one Zodiac monster you control with a different name as Xyz material. If you used an Xyz monster, any Xyz materials attached to it also becomes Xyz materials on this card. This card gains attack and defense equal to the attack and defense of all Zodiac monsters attached to it as materials. Once per turn, you can detach one Xyz material from this card, then target one Zodiac monster in your graveyard, special summon it. But for the rest of this turn, it has its effects negated. Also, it cannot be used as Xyz material for a summon. So, just another addition to your extra deck if you're running any type of Zodiac, any Zodiac deck, or any kind of variation where you want to load your extra deck with a few of these Zodiac monsters. So, let me see what the price is on this one. It's going for around maybe $13, $14 on average if you look online. So, again, it's not a bad ultra to have as well. But next, we're going back to the secret rares, and we're looking at one that I've seen a lot of people talking about, and I've heard a lot of good things about it, and I'm on board with the hype as well. It's Tornado Dragon. It's another Xyz monster. It's a rank 4 worm Xyz. Like I said, 2100 attack, 2000 defense. It requires 2 level 4 monsters. No other requirements, just 2 generic level 4 monsters. Could be anything. Its effect is once per turn, during either player's turn, you can detach one Xyz material from this card, then target one spell or trap card on the field and destroy it. So, what does this remind you of? It reminds me of Mystical Space Typhoon, honestly. So, again, it's just, I don't know, if you're looking for an Xyz monster that'll allow you to start removing some spells and traps on the field, if you know that your opponent's going to be playing certain cards or certain field cards or whatever, this Xyz monster is going to be fantastic. Just starting to clear out the back row little by little, or get rid of some of those crucial cards that your opponent needs on the field. So this is just another awesome tool for one of your utility rank 4 Xyz decks. I really like this card. This is one that I personally would want to add. I don't know if I would use it all the time, but hey, it's great for certain situations, and it's pretty obvious, pretty simple. This one is currently averaging online for around $32. I've seen some in the low 20s, the low end of things on eBay as well. So this card I can only see trending upward as well as far as price, because this is a very good Xyz to have. I wanted to take a look at 2 more secret rare cards as well. They're both spells. The first one I wanted to take a look at is Ultra Polymerization. This one I'm seeing it going for around $10 online on eBay right now. But anyway, I'll go into the description here. You pay 2,000 life points, fusion summon 1 fusion monster from your extra deck using 2 monsters you control as fusion materials. Neither player can activate cards or effects in response to this card's activation. You can banish this card from your graveyard, then target 1 fusion monster that was fusion summoned with this card's effect. Special summon all the fusion materials used for its fusion summon from your graveyard, but change their attack and defense to 0. Also, they have their effects negated. So, I don't know, this could be very useful as well. It just depends on what you're trying to run. I've seen people kind of throw this out there with the Brilliant Fusion and all that stuff. So, just another one to keep your eye out for, depending on what you're building. Now, one more secret rare card that's out of this set that is another pretty good spell card is Duelist Alliance. This is for the folks that are running the Pendulum type decks as well. So if there is a card in the Pendulum zone, add 1 Pendulum monster or Pendulum spell trap card from your deck to your hand. You can only activate 1 Duelist Alliance per turn. So this card is just good for basically any Pendulum type of deck. So can't complain about this one. It's another pretty good addition to the cards. Now this one, I'm seeing it go for around $9.50 on average, somewhere around there. Just give or take, see what's on eBay, see what you could get. But these are just a few of the big cards that are coming out of this set. I know there's plenty more that we could go through and discuss, but these were just some of the, just some of the ones that I wanted to gloss over and just kind of bring about there. And my goodness, some of these prices are pretty high on some of these, but rightfully so. These are going to be ones that are going to be in high demand. Again, especially the Ash Blossom Joyous Spring card. I know that's going to be one that people really want, as well as the Dragonic Diagram. So those two I know are really, really going to be great cards to have. And, like I said, keep an eye out too for the Tornado Dragon. That one is fantastic as well. So a lot of good things coming out in this set. I know you could go online and you could buy a box. I think of about 24 packs. You get a first edition for, I think, around $75. It just depends. I'm seeing some in the low 70s, some around 80, 85. So just depending on where you're buying them from. But keep an eye out for Maximum Crisis. I'm sure you'll be seeing the packs all over the place. I'm sure you'll be seeing a lot of these singles online, and see what you could get. See if you could keep reinforcing your decks, and let's see what we could get out of this set. So anyway, that's it for today's episode. If there's anything you want to add, reach out on Twitter at YuGiOh Deck Talk. It's all one word. It's at YuGiOh Deck Talk. So until next time, I'll see you later.
Join us on Facebook. Go to facebook.com/YuGiOh Deck Talk. Tell us about the decks you want to see broken down and analyzed. Discuss strategy and new cards. Meet other duelists. It's all on the YuGiOh Deck Talk Facebook page. Like it today.